Hi guys, how y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Welcome to Sun Tribe Tarot. My name is Zelda, and this is a reading for all signs. This is a love reading for all signs for the next 10 days. And again, it is a general reading, so please take the reading as it resonates. Take what resonates and just leave the rest. It might resonate differently for everybody. And I have been a little MIA off of YouTube recently. I do apologize, but I've been pretty sick and had a really difficult time focusing, so had to take some time off, but I am back. And it is Gemini season, so happy birthday to all my Geminis out there. And I will begin with Geminis and end with Taurus. So yeah, let's get right to it then. Enough about that. Let's see what Geminis have been going. Oh, before I forget, I will create timestamps in the comment section, so you can just scroll down and skip to your desired sign, so you don't have to go through the entire video. But yeah, alright. So let's begin with Geminis. For the next 10 days, let's see what you've been going through and what energies you'll be dealing with when it comes to your love life, Gemini. Alright, let's do a couple shuffles. These are already pre-shuffled, but alright, now let's begin. Gemini. Okay, so Geminis, the central energy that will be influencing you and likely also the person you're dealing with is going to be the Four of Wands in reverse. So it looks like you're closing the door to somebody, or somebody's closing the door on you, Gemini. It looks like you were dealing with a partner, possibly a marriage or a long-standing relationship, or like a mutual, very passionate commitment that took place in the past, but it looks like it's either coming to an end or already has come to an end, or it's just not working out. And again, a door is being shut here on you, or you're shutting the door on the person you're dealing with, because between you, I also have the King of Cups in reverse and the Star in reverse as well. So you guys are feeling pretty hopeless about this partnership or connection here, or you will be. Some of you may feel very hurt and tired, and you may have felt like either there was like a lack of healthy love here between you and this person. It was either that, or like the love was just too controlling, manipulative, or clingy. It was just not healthy, and it was either that or it was just absent. So that could have contributed to this partnership falling apart or not working or coming to a stop. But regardless, I think you guys are just losing hope, and possibly you're losing your love and emotions for this person as well. It could be mutual. Again, the energies I'm reading for you and the person you're dealing with could apply to your situation in reverse, so take it as it resonates. For you, Gemini, I have the Eight of Swords along with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So you might really feel kind of out of balance, or you're trying to find some sort of harmony in your life. Some of you might have experienced trouble with your finances, or material, tangible things, possessions and stuff. Some of you might have experienced some loss in that regard. It looks like that some of you are very up in your head. Either you're anxious, you might be overthinking, stressed out, or maybe you have some regrets or guilt for some of you. It looks like you're turning a blind eye to a situation. Yeah, you know, the person you're dealing with also has a 2 in reverse as well. Both of you are kind of mirroring each other, but in that sense where like there's no harmony between you two. You guys cannot get along. I think there was, for some of you, an issue of equal responsibility here, or accountability, or commitment and loyalty. Again, for some of you, money could have been a factor, a problem in the equation. For some of you, it could also have been children, where you have children with this person and there were some issues and problems you were dealing with. So take whatever resonates. For the person you're dealing with, I have the 2 of Swords in reverse along with the 6 of Cups. So definitely, I think you've been dealing with this person for a while, or you have some history with them. Could have a family with them for some of you. But I think you do have fond memories, or they have fond memories of you. But it's just not working. Like, your minds are not meeting. You guys are not matching each other's vibrations. You cannot come to an agreement. It also seems like, I think some of you are trying to ignore this person. That's what it is. You're ignoring this person until you can find your balance and harmony and peace again. Until you can get things working in your life and put everything in order again. You know, if that's the situation for you. But yeah, there's definitely a sense of ignoring when it comes to your energy here, Gemini. But I think you're doing that because the situation really threw you off. It just threw off your balance, your harmony, your peace. So, yeah. Looks like the emotions are dying out. There is no longer any hope between you two. You're trying to heal, but I think that you are very restless, nervous, anxious, or just stressed out and just overthinking up in your head. Maybe that's why you're trying to shut your mind and ignore this person, but I think it's causing you to be very, like, you're unable to heal. You're mentally kind of stuck in a state, whether you're aware of it or not. It's just that you're overthinking and stressed out. And it's like you're ignoring something. If it's not this person, then you're ignoring something about this connection or situation with this person. And it's causing you to not be able to heal. But you are focused on trying to find balance here. And yeah, again, some of you might have experienced some sort of financial loss, or property or material possessions, or you just like lost your stability in life and you felt like you were, either you left this person or, you felt like they left you out in the cold. But I think you're slowly starting to get out of that situation where you're healing, you're getting over it, basically. And as far as this person, yeah, they're deciding not to go along with this either. They're keeping a really clear mind, and they're making a decision to either cut this situation out or end this partnership, basically. And for some of you, you could have been dealing with somebody who was not really honest. There was some deceit or just lack of clarity and confusion. But that may not resonate with everybody. But regardless, like the person you're dealing with is not really interested in starting anything new. And yeah, they're just being very cold and logical here. No emotions. So yeah, that was Gemini for the next 10 days. Now moving on to Cancers. How are my Cancers doing? Hi, Cancers. I hope June brings you wonderful things. And let's see what energies will be influencing you for the next 10 days when it comes to your love life and love connections, Cancer. Oh, bad shuffle. Okay. Let's go. Cancer. Cancer, what is going on with you? What energies will be influencing you? Cancer. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. It looks like you're healing from something, Cancer. Yeah. You're trying to walk away from somebody emotionally, or somebody's trying to walk away from you, but whoever is doing this, maybe it's both of you, I don't know, it's like difficult to do so. It's difficult to walk away from the other person emotionally. I have the 8 of Cups in reverse, influencing you, Cancer, but also could be influencing the person you're dealing with. There's definitely a strong soul connection between you and this person, strong emotional connection, or you guys had mutual passion for each other. But it's just like you're having problems. The connection isn't as strong anymore. And you guys are like, the situation has come to some sort of a halt where you're kind of waiting and possibly thinking things through. This is so interesting. Maybe you're trying to make a decision here, or the person you are dealing with is. Or maybe there was a decision already that has been made for some of you. For some of you, it already has been made. For others of you, it could be where like you're in the process of making a decision. And for those where this does not resonate, then there's like a period of waiting and analyzing this connection between you two, because it looks like you were dealing with some sort of a heartbreak or disappointment. I have the King of Pentacles along with the 3 of Swords in reverse, Cancer. So somebody broke your heart, or the person you're dealing with may have felt this way. The energies I'm reading for you and the person you're dealing with, again, can apply to your situation in reverse, so take it as it resonates. But what I'm seeing here, what the cards are telling me, is that for a lot of you Cancers, this person you're dealing with hurt you. And I think this was like some sort of a verbal argument or disagreement, some sort of a conflict, and possibly a falling out. But it's just emotionally difficult to walk away from this. You may have felt defeated, or the person you're dealing with may have felt this way. Again, take it as it resonates. But I think this connection between you two became very toxic, and I think for a lot of you there was a problem with egos and pride between you two. Some of you could have been dealing with somebody who was narcissistic. If you're not suffering from such issues, behavioral issues, and the person you're dealing with was, then... But like you're not making any moves. The King of Pentacles, I mean, it's like you're not trying to, again, like there's a period of waiting, of stagnancy. You're like in your comfort zone and you're trying to heal and move forward from what happened between you two. And you're being very cautious, very careful, not taking any risks, possibly focusing on your money or material security and comfort. And I think a lot of you are also practicing or learning how to lay down some boundaries or just keep them. Healthy boundaries in relationships or just personal boundaries. The person you're dealing with, I have the Five of Swords along with the Ace of Swords, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I think this person hurt you. For some of you it was in reverse. You hurt them and they felt defeated. But I think, take it as it resonates. Could be either way for different people. But after this, I think there was some truth that was revealed during this argument. That was like the final straw, and it just broke you two apart in some way, or somebody was really hurt here. But it brought clarity though. It was necessary, I think, no matter how hurtful it might have appeared, or if you felt a lot of pain from this. But it was necessary, or you could have given them the truth and clarity here. But I think they're also trying to start like a new page, a new chapter mentally in their life. Maybe they gain like a new perspective. I also have the Lovers in reverse between you two, the connection between you two. So that's what I mean, like the soul connection. It could be a soulmate or a twin flame you're dealing with, or a karmic relationship or entanglement, but a very strong connection, mutual to. However, right now it's not strong anymore. The connection is weakening. But it looks like I have the Two of Wands, so it looks like there is a period of waiting and trying to decide or analyzing the situation here between you two. And again, for you, I have the Devil and the Six of Wands in reverse. Again, that's what I mean, like the situation between you two, I think, became very toxic. It could have been manipulative or controlling or codependent. But I think with the Six of Wands in reverse here, one, you feel defeated. You might feel even a little insecure here, or the person you're dealing with could feel this way. Take it as it resonates. But the cards are telling me that this is you. And there could have been, again, ego problems between you two, like ego clash or pride that became a problem. The person you're dealing with, I have the Seven of Pentacles along with the Queen of Cups, both in reverse. Yeah, you guys are not... I think they're just not waiting around. I think they're running out of patience and running out of love. Unless they're being very toxic, like emotionally clingy or manipulative and controlling. Could be the case for some of you. But I think even if they're that way, still, it's like no teamwork between you two moving forward. Lack of cooperation between you two. You guys cannot meet together on the same page. And there's a lot of bad experiences between you two over a long period of time. If that's the case, then it looks like the person you're dealing with feels very tired and emotionally drained, and maybe even insecure and clingy a little bit, but they're like no longer wanting to work on this anymore, or at least for the time being they're not. But yeah, that is Cancer for the next 10 days. And now I'm moving on to Leos. Alright. Hi Leos. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Let's see what you've been dealing with and what energies will be influencing you for the next 10 days, Leos, when it comes to your love life and love connections. Let's hope for some good energies. Couple more shuffles and I'll get right into it. That was a bad shuffle. One more time. Alright, there. Leo. Leo love life for the next 10 days. Wow. Leo. Nice. Nice cards so far. I like it. Okay. So, Leo, I have the King of Cups in reverse. That's influencing both you and the person you're dealing with for the next 10 days. So I think looking at all these cards here, what I'm getting is that you're emotionally drained. A lot of you are emotionally drained, very closed off, not really giving, not feeling the love, maybe not even wanting to feel the love. You're very closed off emotionally, or you're in the process of doing so. Yeah, I really don't think this is being over emotional at all, looking at these. The person you're dealing with could be, though. The only emotion I see on their side is possibly anger or frustration or resentment. Besides that, though, I don't see anything on neither of your sides. So I have the Fool and the Five of Cups in reverse for you, Leo. So with the Fool here, you're definitely starting a new leap of faith, taking a new leap of faith in your life. I think a lot of you are opening up a new chapter. I'm sorry, I keep stuttering. And I have the Five of Cups in reverse, which is I think a lot of you either have or are experiencing some sort of a loss, a disappointment. Like you were grieving over someone or a partnership or connection. Something happened where like there was a conflict, emotional conflict between you and a person, and I think it ended up like changing, like ending, and you're getting over it. You're healing from it. You're moving on. You're starting a completely new chapter in your life, starting from zero. Fresh energy here. A lot of you are also feeling free, or you're emotionally freeing yourself. And I think that's why a lot of you are closing yourselves off emotionally, or just, not really giving to anybody. For some of you, you might still have emotion, of course, but I think they're very painful or negative, or sad, like pretty low vibration and emotions. So if that's the case, then you're trying to shut those emotions out or suppress them or just ignore them, while you try to heal and move on and open a new chapter in your life, or at least that's what your hope is. But regardless, you're not emotionally open to anybody. You're not in a giving mood at all. And I don't think the person you're dealing with is either. I have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, both in reverse for their energy. Again, the energies I'm reading for you and the person you're dealing with can apply to your situation in reverse, Leo, so take it as it resonates. But what the cards are telling me here is the person you're dealing with is, they're not offering any love. If they are, it's not to you, but I really don't think they're offering love to anybody at all. Like, they're also emotionally drained. If they are trying to go and offer like love, emotions and stuff to other people, it's very unhealthy, and it's like they're kind of out of control if they're behaving that way, and they're not happy either. It might be out of sadness, but for others, like, they're just emotionally closed off as well, and very stubborn too. They're like refusing to make any moves, make any changes, standing their ground very stubbornly. Could be very materialistic person, focused on their money and material, possessions and income and stuff, and luxury and comfort. But I think they're also very much, for a lot of you, they're keeping to themselves as well. And this person might have had issues with respecting or laying down healthy boundaries here, as not a respectful person for some of you that you were dealing with. And for you, Leo, again, I have the Hermit and the Four of Swords. So you're healing. You're definitely finding and getting in touch with your inner wisdom, your inner guide, maybe even in your intuition. This is a Virgo card, by the way. A lot of analyzing, going inside, and finding wisdom and healing, especially mentally and emotionally here. So you're definitely starting a new chapter or a new book, a new phase in your life, while likely leaving this person behind. I also have the Five of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Wands for the person you're dealing with. So 2 5s in reverse. So moving forward, they will also eventually like move on from this as well. I think they're mentally stuck and you're emotionally stuck, but you're in the process of letting go. So, and this person is like going to actively take a lot of action in order to move on, in order to like forget, or just let go, basically. And again, there could be like, they could be harboring some anger towards you, or frustrations or resentment. It looks like they're going to be very fired up and energetic and up and going after things. Like they feel defeated. And if they're feeling angry and resentful, it's because they feel very much defeated or betrayed. But yeah, there was a tower moment between you two for a lot of you. Either you already had this or you're going through it right now. This situation, partnership between you two, I think either went to a major change or came to a really like intense ending. And you're in the process of moving on and healing from it, both of you. Yeah, you're not feeling... This tower moment didn't have you feeling emotionally secure. Like, I think a lot... It took a lot of you out of your comfort zones. This tower moment took you out of your comfort zones think that makes more sense. And for some of you, there could have also been like a third party involved in the equation here. But, you know, it looks like you left, so it's not a third party situation no more for those who are dealing with this kind of a, you know, scenario. And finally, I have the 8 of Cups. So both of you, but especially you, Leo, with the Fool here, and the 4 of Swords and so on. You're leaving, you're moving on emotionally completely. I think both of you will, but you definitely are very decisive when it comes to this. I'm very sure. And good for you. So, you know, it's always a good thing to like heal from such like stressful tower situation like that. But yeah, that was Leo. Now, moving on to Virgos. Hi Virgos. Let's see what you've been dealing with and what energies will be influencing you when it comes to your love life and love connections. Man, I really should have turned that fan on. It's so hot. Oh well. If I'm breathing heavy and hard and stuff, I'm just really hot. I live in a really hot climate. And the air conditioner is so loud, I have to turn it off. Oh well. Anyways, back to this Virgo. What are Virgos dealing with? What energies are going to be influencing them? Ooh, Virgo. The energy influencing Virgo is going to be the Empress. Beautiful. Let's see what that means, though, here, before I get all excited and get ahead of myself. Oh my, Virgo. Interesting. So yeah, I have the Empress here that will be influencing you and possibly the person you're dealing with as well for the next 10 days, Virgo. Empress is about growth, about love. Empress is ruled by Venus. It could symbolize Libra and Taurus zodiac signs. But it's usually a pretty positive card. So Okay, it looks like you have a toxic connection with this person, Virgo. I have the Devil card between you two. Does also represent Capricorn sign, or Capricorn energy. So I think there is some sort of a connection between you two, a tie that is pretty toxic or codependent. And it's likely material or tangible. It could be money, possessions, it could be kids, it could be like marriage, property, I don't know. It could be many different things. But it's like you guys are attached and it's not healthy, it's toxic. And it's likely having to do with money or material things. But I think it's like you're gaining a new perspective, a new understanding or clarity. Maybe some new information, if clarity. It's like the way you think, your perspective is completely changing from the status quo in your life. Like what you used to think like will no longer be. I have the Hierophant in reverse along with the Ace of Swords. So with the Hierophant in reverse, it's like rebelling. It's like breaking tradition, following your own rules, being non-committal. I think this is like a new personal belief you're learning or developing, or new wisdom of some sort. And it's completely different than what you used to be like or used to think like. And it is definitely opening up a new page in your life. I'm just like, this person, there could have been a decision or a revelation that happened between you two. This situation definitely could have to do with money, material things, tangible things, marriage, kids, business, and so on. Like whatever this is, it's tangible, even if it's not business. A lot of pentacle energy here. I have the Seven of Pentacles along with the Judgment card for the person you're dealing with, Virgo. So they're like either also making a decision, or they're also gaining like a new perspective, like going through some sort of an awakening, a new understanding. But like they're waiting. They're not doing anything about it though. This person you're dealing with is not doing anything at all. They seem to be clinging to their situation or position and not taking any action, not doing any change, nothing. They're just standing and analyzing or waiting, analyzing the situation of partnership or connection between you two, or waiting on a decision maybe for you to make. Oh, for some of you, it's like a decision's being made, whether it's you or them, or like there's, like I said, a new perspective you're gaining, or a clarity here, new understanding. And this person is having to reevaluate everything because of this, or reevaluate a situation or the connection between you two. And while doing so, they're not taking any action. But like there, with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse between you two, there's like there's a codependency between you two. Like I said, is very material, or there's like lack of responsibility, money issues, or there's like a missed opportunity here, like a disagreement between you two when it comes to responsibilities or, again, material things. Like a start, an opportunity. Oh, okay. All right. Lack of commitment for some of you. This could mean a lack of commitment, a lack of investment in the situation. One person might not be meeting the other person when it comes to the level of commitment or investment into this connection or situation you're in. And that might be what's making this very toxic, unhealthy connection, tie. With the Empress crowning you, I think this definitely has to do either with love or marriage. Business could also be a factor here too, but it's like you're also compassionate. Like you have love for this person. I do think so. Or some sort of an emotional connection, like care. Could also be a family member or a very dear close friend you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be romantic, by the way. But there is love of some sort. And I'm saying that because I have the Two Cups here for you, along with the Six of Pentacles. And then, of course, I have the Devil, and then the Empress right above it. So I think there is a connection between you two, no matter what your relationship is, some sort of an emotional tie. And it's like you're giving to them or you're giving to this partnership a lot. But they're not. They're like greedy or stingy, or they're just at least like not giving. They seem like very conservative in the situation you're in. I have the Fool along with the Four of Pentacles, and Fool in reverse along with the Fool. What am I saying? Four of Pentacles in reverse along with the Fool card. Oh my god, it's wrong again. What the heck? It's getting too hot. Four of Pentacles along with the Fool in reverse. There. I'm not sure if I said that right before, but whatever. So yeah, this person you're dealing with does not like to take any risks. They don't want to take any action. They feel like it might be foolish, or they just don't trust themselves, and they're just clinging on to their position, or they could be clinging on to money, income, material possessions, kids, marriage, whatever. Something tangible though. But they're not like budging, they're not giving, they're not doing anything. They're just staying where they are and being stubborn and clinging and not wanting to take any new leap of faith or action or a new beginning here. They might be really scared too, or have trust issues. But you're definitely in a giving mood. I have a lot of giving energy on your side here, but you're very clear too, clear-minded. And I have the King of Pentacles between you two, so it's like I don't see any action here, but I think the connection between you two is very material, and somebody is like the provider here. I think you're being the major provider here for this person, Virgo. You're having to provide. So, and I think you're demanding some equal give and take from this person, or you will. Like, you need some teamwork. You can't have them leech off of you, whatever that is, endlessly and draining you. You are very giving, but there needs to be a limit to it. There needs to be some healthy boundaries set. And you need like equal give and take and collaboration and teamwork with this person. So, yeah, but that was Virgo for the next 10 days. And now moving on to Libra. Hi, Libras. I hope June will be great for you guys. Let's see what energies will be influencing you for the next 10 days when it comes to your love life and love connections. Why can't I shuffle? What the heck? Okay. There. One more shuffle. Alright, Libra. Let's see. Ooh, that was fast. No, too many cards. Libra. Oh. Oh my goodness. Libra for the next 10 days. Wow. This was like this actually. All right. This is a bit heavy here for me, but it's probably because just what card this started with. Libra, I have the Three of Swords that's influencing you and possibly the person you're dealing with here for the next 10 days. And the Three of Swords, is about disappointment. It's about loss. It's about heartbreak, sadness, betrayal, that you're experiencing or dealing with. It looks like you've experienced some sort of an unfortunate change here. There was a very, there was an ending or a change, like an old chapter, old cycle in your life came to an end. And I think it felt very painful and like unfortunate, unlucky for you. Or it could have also been a very slow process for some of you, where it was slow and painful. For others, it could have happened pretty fast, but regardless, it was heartbreaking and or disappointing for some of you. And like there is some confusion. I think a lot of you are emotionally, especially, very confused. Or if you're not confused, you might be experiencing like your emotions are overwhelming you, or or clouding your judgment. There could have been some lies or deceit in the mix here, either on your part or the person you're dealing with. The energies I'm reading for you and the person you're dealing with can apply to your situation in reverse, Libra, so take it as it resonates. But I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse along with the Seven of Cups here. So that's what I mean, like some sort of an ending, but it was very like painful. You didn't really like it or wanted it to happen. But I think with this ending happening, no matter how heartbreaking it felt or feels, it's going to open up new doors for you, Libra. New options, new choices, new doors, new things, new chapter in your life. You're trying to be very clear-minded about it too, but it might be difficult for some of you to control your emotions here because of the heartbreak or disappointment you've been experiencing. And it definitely, for a lot of you, involve the person you're dealing with, like them leaving. Again, could apply to a situation in reverse, but the cards are telling me that the person you were dealing with either left or is leaving. I have the Six of Swords along with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They're not offering anything tangible, anything practical, anything realistic here. They're not wanting to commit or give or no longer invest into this connection between you two. Maybe there is a lack of trust or accountability and responsibility here. And for some of you, it's like the person, either they think that you're not offering anything tangible, or they're not offering anything tangible, and so there is to you, and so there is like no point, like they see no point to it, and they're leaving, especially mentally, moving on from this connection between you two. I mean, they're moving on, but there still is a connection mentally, and there's likely mutual passion between you two. I have the Two of Swords between you two, a Libra card, by the way, along with the Death in reverse. So, yeah. One of you, at least one of you, could be both, but did not want this ending or major change and transformation to happen. Like, it was very painful, or is, or disappointing in the least. And I think for a lot of you it was a very slow process. Even if it happens fast, like the process of letting go and digesting everything that happened and analyzing and moving on and all that stuff might for some of you take some time. But I mean, that won't resonate with everybody, but regardless, there was some sort of an ending or change that was very transformative. And for some of you, I think, even though it was like disappointing or like heartbreaking, it might have been like a fair decision that's being made here, or has been made, to leave or end this partnership. I think this decision was or is being made with a clear mind, with reason and logic and fairness, and justice here. But there still could be information lacking. Either the person you're dealing with or you like don't know everything there is you need to know about the other person or this partnership. There could be some like information that was withheld from you, or you did this to this person. But it doesn't even, I don't even think it really matters at this point. It's like you guys are moving on and processing a heartbreak or an ending. I have the 7 of Wands along with the Magician, both in reverse here. You're giving up. You're no longer fighting for this partnership or for this person. You could have been dealing with a manipulative individual, or you might have felt like you needed to manipulate them, or you behave this ways towards them for whatever reasons you had, I don't know, or have. But I think this is more so, this applies to a lot of you, as in you're giving up and you're realizing that nothing fruitful can like manifest in this partnership. Like you're not wanting to manifest anything, or you don't see the potential, and you're no longer wanting to give in, and you're letting go. And the person you're dealing with, I think, is doing about the same thing. They're no longer waiting. They might be holding a grudge, by the way, but they're no longer waiting. They ran out of patience, and they feel like or think that the situation that you were in was pretty unjust. They might feel like you did them wrong or treated them unfairly, or vice versa. Justice is also a Libra card in reverse, so I think they like took you out of your element and kind of possibly threw your harmony out of balance. Like they, you were not in your element with this person. And I don't think they were thinking of you very fondly, at least not right now. Yeah. So between you two, it's like you guys are waiting, not really doing much, besides like walking away. You're like waiting around and trying to decide what is your next move. Maybe waiting on the other person, even though there is, heartbreak and moving on. But I think the decision between you is already being made or has been made, and it's like, it's moving away from each other right now, not manifesting anything together, just waiting around, both of you, trying to decide what to do. But yeah, that is Libra for the next 10 days. And now I am moving to Scorpios. Right. Hi Scorpios. Oh, I need to hurry. I'm taking my time with this one, but it's gonna be a long video. I need to really work on my timing with the all signs videos. Alright. Let's see what energies will be influencing you for the next 10 days when it comes to your love life, Scorpio. I hope good energies. Good vibes, come on. One more shuffle. Ooh. Scorpio. Wow. Okay. That flew really far. Alright. Oh. Some similar energies influencing a lot of different signs. Interesting. But then again, the signs are dealing with each other, so you guys are going to be going through, some of you are going to be going through similar, dealing with similar energies, but I don't know. That's just my explanation. I don't know. So I have the 8 of Swords. That's going to be influencing you and possibly the person you're dealing with, Scorpio, moving forward. What I'm seeing here is you're opening a new chapter in your life. There's a new leap of faith here, and you're gaining some independent. Oh my God, yeah. You're gaining emotional independence. You're seeing through a very confusing, mysterious or deceitful situation or person. You're seeing right through it. Like you're gaining some truth. It could be intuitively. You're experiencing some sort of an ending with this person. Somebody's run out of patience. Yeah, this 8 of Swords, I think it's like you're very up in your head overthinking here. Care not to like get in your own way when you're like working with this energy of 8 of Swords, that you don't like purposefully ignore certain situations or information or facts about a person or a partnership. I'm not saying you are doing that, but just, you know, be aware of it. I see here for you the Moon and the 3 of Wands, both in reverse, Scorpio. So yeah, there was, I think, a situation that was pretty confusing or mysterious, or again could have involved some deceit or games, mind games and stuff. But that's like all the fog is clearing. You're starting to see things for what they really are, or people for who they really are. For some of you, and when you're like realizing the truth, the reality of a situation or a person, you're no longer wanting to make any future plans with them. You're no longer wanting to wait on them or on the situation. Yeah. Like no more patience any longer on your part here. The person you're dealing with, I have the Queen of Pentacles along with the Judgment in reverse. So they're like, they could be focused on material things, their jobs, their money and stuff, but it looks like they're, I don't know, I'm not sure. It could have been them. It could have been mutual, like a decision or a revelation that was made between you two. I mean, alright, there is like a major ending happening, especially for the person you're dealing with. It could be where you're both going through this together, or there is an ending between you two, or the person you're dealing with are experiencing like an ending on a colossal level in their lives, like apart from you. Take whatever resonates, but for a lot of you, I think this is an ending between you two, because I have the World card, Saturn energy, along with the 4 of Wands in reverse. Like the connection, relationship, marriage, whatever you guys had between you two is coming to an end. And it's like a major ending, like closing out not the chapter but the entire book and starting completely new. Like this, I think this situation between you two was karmic, and it's served its purpose and it's come to an end, or coming to an end. And the person you're dealing with feels fine when it comes to this. I'm not sure if it was them who made this decision. It could be, but it could also be you. Could be different for different Scorpios. Take whatever resonates. But they're like completely fine, and I think they're very much focused on their own material wealth. I think they're working. And pretty materialistic right now. They could be trying to avoid making a decision as well for some of you. But yeah, between you two, I have the Fool card. In addition to the World, that's why I'm thinking for a lot of you, it's like between you two, this ending. But for some of you, it could be like both of you are going through this together without separating, like some sort of an ending together and then jumping into a new situation together. Could be. But for a lot of you, I think it's like between you two is problems. It's stress. It's one person ignoring the other, especially what's being said. It's like a lot of anxiety. Some of you might feel trapped in this situation. Just too stressed. And there is a new beginning between you two that's happening, starting from zero, starting from scratch, or taking a new leap of faith here with the Fool card. And then the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, excuse me, I think it's like you running out of patience, no longer waiting and ready to leap into this new beginning, new chapter. And for you, Scorpio, I have the Nine of Cups along with the Six of Wands. So I mean, you're feeling fine. I think a lot of you are gaining some clarity and no longer waiting on this person or situation, and you're gaining emotional independence and some self-confidence here too. You're going to feel pretty independent and powerful, both emotionally and passionately. Like, you gaining emotional independence and being very healthy is boosting your confidence a lot and making you feel like on top of the world. You're fine, you're great, you're healthy, you're happy, or you will be. And between you two, I have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So I think you guys are going to cut off communication once you start this new chapter, once you go through this ending of this relationship, the Four of Wands here. So yeah, cutting out communication, or the communication will be very like little and, you know, only restricted to like most necessary things, if at all. So for a lot of you, it's completely cutting off communication and starting something new. And I think it'll be good for both of you. But yeah, that was Scorpio. Now, moving on to Sagittarius. Alright. Hi, Sagittarius. I hope you guys are doing great. I can't speak. Sorry. But, you know, it's not easy to sit down and talk for a whole hour and a half for everybody. Oh well. Something I gotta get used to. Alright, let's see what Sagittarius have been dealing with and what energies will be influencing you for the next 10 days when it comes to your love life and love connection. Alright. I need to speed up. And yeah, the energies that I will be reading for you and your person could apply to your situation in reverse, Sagittarius. So just take it as it resonates and leave what does not. But yeah, let's get into this reading. Sagittarius. goodness. Who are you dealing with, Sagittarius? Oh wow, it's a lot of conflict here. What's going on? Anger. Wow. I see drama here, sadly. Alright. I have the Knight of Wands in reverse. That's influencing you and possibly the person you're dealing with, Sagittarius, moving forward. And looking at the rest of this reading, I think there is a lot of either anger, possibly aggression, lack of patience, like impulsiveness, or like resentment and frustration here. For some of you, could also be dealing with an aggressive person or feeling this way. Man, both of you are not feeling really well or won't be. Wow. Where to start? Well, I have the Nine of Cups along with the Hermit in reverse for you, Sagittarius. So you're definitely remaining or gaining emotional independence and being healthy. Some of you could be focusing on some sort of a wish you have, something you really want emotionally. For a lot of you, I think this is you remaining single or emotionally independent and putting some distance between you and a person. But it looks like you're also ignoring your inner guide and wisdom and possibly isolating yourself, either completely or just from the person you're dealing with. Could be different for different Sagittariuses, but with the Hermit in reverse, there is always like that energy of isolation here that could become unhealthy. That could be like extreme for some of you, but I don't think, I don't know. Nine of Cups in the upright, I think you're going to be fine. Or you are. Maybe you feel necessary to isolate yourself for a little while. And the person you're dealing with, I have the Five of Cups along with the Ten of Pentacles here. They're, man, between you two, like, there is like a lack of balance. And possibly some mind games, word games, arguments, or betrayal, going behind the other person's back or trying to get away with stuff. Mysteries, lies, could also be stealing. Man, watch out for this person unless you're the one who has some behavioral issues you're having to deal with. Take whatever resonates. Hey, we all have, you know, issues we got to deal with in ourselves and in our environment. But yeah, the person you're dealing with feeling very disappointed or sad, or heartbroken. And I think between you two there was a major like conflict, an argument, or a falling out. With the Ten of Pentacles here, it could have been like a family member, somebody you close to you like family, or could be a spouse, could be a friend that's like family. I don't know. Like with the Ten of Pentacles, usually along with the Ten of Cups too, can indicate like family ties or people that are close to you like family. Doesn't have to be though. With the Ten of Pentacles, the 10 can also represent completion here. I think you were dealing with this person or situation for a long time, and it's run out its course. It's just fulfilled its purpose, and it's come to a complete. But the person you're dealing with is not happy about that. They're very sad and disappointed and possibly grieving. Man. Between you two, I have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, along with the Seven of Swords in the upright. Like, come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Like there is like some sort of a shady thing going on here, where whether there's like lies, deceit, mysteries, stealing, playing word or mind games, manipulations, betrayal, and it's likely involving something tangible. Could also be like not wanting to commit or be accountable or responsible. Like there's no balance and harmony and equality between you two. And it's trouble. It's trouble with this person or in this situation. For you, I have the Magician along with the Queen of Wands in reverse. So either you're not feeling any passion in this situation, like maybe you need to do things, you need to take care of things, or you want to manifest things, but you don't really have a whole lot of energy or passion, or maybe you don't really have a whole lot of belief in this person or situation. For some of you, instead, the Queen of Wands in reverse could mean where you're angry, you're frustrated, you're impulsive and impatient, and you just, like, let's do it already. Yeah, it could be pushy, it could be even a little controlling in a way, but with the Knight of Wands in reverse as well here too, influencing you. I think there's a lot of frustration there, or impatience, or both. And the person you're dealing with, another 5 of Swords along with the 8 of Cups in reverse. They feel defeated. There's definitely conflict here, likely between you two, and they're feeling like crap. You might be angry for some of you. You might be angry or frustrated. There is some like negative fire energy for some of you. For others, it's like rather than negative fire energy, it's like the complete absence of it. So no passion, no motivation, no belief, and so on. No energy. But like you're fine. Besides that, emotionally, you're fine. It looks like you're keeping composure, I think, because it's like there's something you really want to do or manifest, or you're trying to. But yeah, the person you're dealing with, like they're having a hard time moving on from you or whatever happened between you two emotionally, even though they feel defeated, or they could make you feel defeated or want to, like they could get very nasty with their words and stoop down to that like win it at all, I don't mind getting ugly, win it at all cost attitude. But it's like, it looks like it's unhealthy though. It's just sadness or disappointment and conflict and change that you guys are going through, and they're not feeling like happy at all. But I think whatever that was done here that was shady, that was not just, not okay, I think is coming into the light. And with that, a major decision is being made, or there's like a new revelation, an awakening, and an acknowledgement of something that was not acknowledged before or known before. So with that, yeah, there's completion here. I got another 10. And likely this is a family member or spouse or somebody very close to you like that. For some of you it is an ending, but for others of you, instead of an ending, it's just like a major change that you're going through that could be pretty painful, especially for the person you're dealing with, but frustrating or draining to you. Yeah. But yeah, that was Sagittarius for the next 10 days. Now, moving on to, let's see, Capricorns. Hi, Cappies. How y'all doing? I hope June will be great for all of you. Let's see what you've been dealing with and what energies will be influencing you for the next 10 days when it comes to your love life. And again, take the reading as it resonates. It's a general love reading. Believe it does not resonate. Just don't worry about it. it right in. Capricorn. Oh, come on. I just got the 7 of Swords once again, so, like, come on. No. Capricorn. Wow, a decision. Oh, okay, okay. So Capricorns, the energy that will be influencing you and possibly the person you're dealing with is the Justice card in reverse, representing Libra energy here. So a lot of you are in a situation or dealing with a person who treated you unjustly, was not fair, was not right in what they did. For some of you, again, the energies I'm reading for you and your person could apply to your situation in reverse, so take it as it resonates, Capricorn. But what I'm seeing here is... wow, that's crazy. I have the Temperance and the 7 of Wands, both in reverse for you, Capricorn. So you're no longer fighting, no longer waiting, no longer giving anything to this situation or person, because a lot of you are like, you're not feeling peaceful. Some of you are miserable. Some of you are tired. Some of you might feel defeated or just out of balance here and ran out of patience. And you're no longer waiting. And the person you're dealing with, I have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse along with the Hermit. Virgo and I think Capricorn energy here. But the person you're dealing with, I think, is pretty isolated. They're trying to listen to their inner wisdom, find their inner guide, maybe shed some light on the situation between you two, trying to figure out what's going on or what to do. Like, there's analyzing going on with them. But I think they're alone, isolated, keeping to themselves. They're not really doing much. They could be pretty stubborn. And focused on their money and stuff, like very focused on their money or material security or job or career or kids. But besides that, like, they're not really doing anything. They're pretty stubborn. And between you two, I have the 7 of Swords, man. For some of you, this is you trying to get away from this person you're dealing with. Like, you're trying to plan, strategize, and figure out the best way to, you know, disappear, to get away from them without getting any damage from them. Or you're trying to figure out how to get out of this situation while still benefiting from it, like, you know, taking whatever you can that will benefit you and then getting away and moving on. When I'm saying taken away, usually that's not like stealing money or stuff, but you know, you never know. But no, this is like Swords energy, so it's like information, it's thought, it's words and stuff like that, or beliefs, knowledge, and so on. So maybe, you know, some of you are getting out of this, but still trying to take like some lessons or information or whatever. I also have the 2 of Swords between you two as well, Libra energy. So I think this is a decision. You're just deciding to get away from this person for a lot of you. For others of you, could apply to your situation in reverse where the person's like trying to get away from you, Capricorn, somehow. But if that's not the case, then you're just dealing with a person here, or you're in a situation where there's a lot of deceit, or there's like manipulations and games being played here, or there could be stealing involved. So be careful, because with the Two of Swords, it's like she's blindfolded, so you don't really know everything there is you need to know. And while you're blindfolded, this dude is like stealing and leaving, like taking advantage and getting away. Like they're doing something shady. And for you, Capricorn, I have the Page of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, both in reverse. So you're not wanting to start anything new with this person. I don't really think you feel a whole lot of love for them. You might lose love, have no emotion, because there's no balance here, no harmony. It might be too tiring to try to juggle this person with everything they're doing or saying or whatever, or not doing. There could be like, where like there is no equal effort, responsibility, or commitment here. Could be trust issues for some of you as well. And the person you're dealing with, like, they're having a difficult time moving on mentally, or they will have a difficult time. Like they're stuck mentally on something, or maybe you. But they realize that there is no potential here. There is no like opportunity or offer here that is realistic and grounded and long term. So they realize that even though they might have a difficult time, completely let go mentally. And between you two, again, I have the Page of Pentacles finally moving forward in reverse. So there's no commitment or no trust here. It's not tangible and not realistic. For some of you, there could be issues with children or money here. The Justice in reverse. You could be dealing with court for some of you, or like marriage and divorce and stuff. Custody and so on, because the Page of Pentacles here, Page of Cups as well. Could be children involved in the equation for some of you. But there is trouble. There's no commitment here, or lack of responsibility and trust, and possibly material issues you're going to have to deal with this person, if that's the case. If not, then it's just no commitment or no opportunity here that's realistic. So yeah, Capricorn, that was your energies for the next 10 days. And now I am moving on to Sagittarius. No, where'd that come from? Capricorn, Aquarius. Sorry. How are my Aquarians doing? I hope you guys are wonderful for starting off this month of June. Let's see what you've been dealing with and what energies will be influencing you for the next 10 days when it comes to your love life and love connections. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. Couple more shuffles. Aquarius. Alright, so Aquarius, I have the Temperance in reverse influencing you and possibly the person you're dealing with for the next 10 days. This is a lack of harmony here. Lack of harmony, lack of peace, lack of patience, because, excuse me, I have the Five of Swords and the Judgment in reverse for you, Aquarius. Again, though, energies I'm reading for you and your person could apply to your situation in reverse, so take it as it resonates. But There is like some conflict. I think a lot of you are avoiding, like you're avoiding drama, and because of that, it's like you're avoiding making a decision because you think or you feel that it's going to bring on major drama, conflict, or change. Um, for some of you, this could also be like internal, where like your gut is screaming at you about like some sort of a conflict. Could be with the person you're dealing with, could also be internal, where you're not paying attention to like a voice, a feeling in you, and it's causing chaos and conflict within you, like, or uneasiness. That could apply for some of you, won't resonate with anybody. I mean, anybody. Oops. Won't resonate with everybody, but take it as it resonates. For others of you, I think for some of you, could also be like this conflict already happened between you and this person, and now you're trying to make a decision to move on, to release. But I think it's difficult with this person. Yeah, for some of you, there was already like some sort of a rejection between you two in the past. Um, and due to that, there is either like anger and frustration or resentment, or like a complete loss of passion between you two. You're looking back at it, but at this, like emotionally, at the partnership and the rejection and everything. But either you're getting pissed off, frustrated, or you're just completely losing passion. Or again, this could also be how the person you're dealing with is feeling too. For them, I have the Empress in reverse along with the Six of Wands. So they're not really feeling the love either. The Empress in reverse. Empress is ruled by Venus, so love, attraction and stuff. But they also don't really, I think they're very prideful, or there's like a really big ego. Either way, I don't think they want to show that they're vulnerable or how they truly feel. And what they feel is like either heartbroken, disappointed, or they're just completely like drained of love. They're not feeling love anymore. Yeah. There's no growth on their part either. They're not growing. They're not doing much, especially emotionally, except for like acting like, oh, I'm fine, I'm strong, putting on this prideful mask to hide how they truly feel. And for you, I have the Ace of Cups along with the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I think, all right, well, even if you're frustrated or impatient, you're eventually, I think, going to lose passion for this person, and you're going to start a new emotional beginning, a new chapter in your life. A new emotional chapter beginning in your life. Could also be new love approaching you. But you may be very like wary of any new love, but it's coming regardless. If it's not a new love, then it's definitely still a new start, a new page in your life, and it's involving a lot of healing and being emotionally healthy and happy, where you can accept new love. I think regardless, you are going to get some sort of new love offer in the future, or some emotional support and help. And for the person you're dealing with, I have the Page of Swords along with the Two of Wands in reverse. So yeah, they're basically, they could be like spying on you. There could be like very little, no, there's no communication. No. They could want to communicate with you, but I don't think there's any communication between you two, because at least not moving forward, because I have the Queen of Swords in reverse between you two. So I think this is like no communication, shutting the other person off or out of the relationship or connection. There could also be lack of clarity between you two as well. And so if that's the case, then this is just like them spying on you, kind of keeping tabs on you, or wanting to communicate but not really doing so. They're waiting around. I think they realize that you guys are not matching each other's vibrations or each other's passion. You guys are not getting on the same page, and I think they're realizing that, or they will moving forward. And cutting out communication. Yeah, there is like, I think the foundations here between you two is not really strong for some of you. For others of you, it's just that this situation, partnership, was so tiring, and had you feeling very weak, or out of control, or the person you're dealing with could be this way or behave this way. So yeah, I think you're just going to focus on cutting this situation out and bringing in either new love or new healing, new emotion, new chapter, Aquarius. So yeah, all right, that was Aquarius for the next 10 days. Now, moving on to Pisces. Hi Pisces, I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I am sorry I've been very late on some of your readings. I owe you guys some bonuses. I do. Sorry, man. I was really sick, so I've been kind of slacking. But I'll make it up to you. Let's see what Pisces have been dealing with and what energies will be influencing you for the next 10 days. When it comes to your love life, Pisces, love connections. One more shuffle. Nope. Pisces. Excuse me. Oops. One more. All right. Oh, wow. That's interesting. It mirrored the other. So I have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That's going to be influencing you and possibly the person you're dealing with, Pisces, moving forward. Man. It's a lot of pentacles here so far. So I think for a lot of you, this involves money, material things, or marriage, could be children, basically tangible things. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I think there's like either a loss of an opportunity here. It could be loss of an income, loss of stability, loss of trust. But something's not really going your way, Pisces. And you're not happy about it at all. Like there is a major change coming if it hasn't already. It could involve like an intense ending that's very transformative and possibly stressful. And I think it's going to throw you off balance. Oh my God. I want positive readings, but this is what the cards are saying. For you, I have the Queen of Swords along with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Looks like there is a missed opportunity, or it could be where you're refusing to do so. You're refusing to start something or commit to something or someone. Or there's like an opportunity for a beginning, for an investment, or for work, income, whatever it may be, something tangible that either you're not able to act on or you're missing. It's just not working out for some reason. Like you're lacking clarity here. You could be pretty like irritated or disappointed You're trying to be rational and keep a cool, clear mind, but I think you're having really big trouble with this. Because the Queen of Swords in reverse. You could be very like cold and lash out and, you know, be bitchy and critical and not really easy to please or be happy. Like, you're just not really feeling all too well, sadly. Again, the energies I'm reading for you and your person could apply in reverse to your situation, so take it as it resonates. Because you guys skip to, you know, signs, I like to repeat that with every sign, so just in case for those who get irritated, I need to explain that real quick. But I have the 5 of Cups along with the 7 of Pentacles for the person you're dealing with, Pisces. So they're not happy either. They're like not really making much moves. They're not doing much except for like, you know, like being very sad and disappointed at a loss or some situation just not working out, or there could have been like a change or drama between you two, or conflict, or maybe even the falling out, a breakup, and they're like analyzing and waiting and trying to assess the situation, what happened, what went wrong, what was right, what was great, what, you know, who did what, who said what, I don't know. Like they're looking back and analyzing, but also very heartbroken, disappointed, or sad emotionally. Between you two, I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse along with the Moon card. Yeah. So no wonder you're either confused or irritated or lacking clarity here, huh? Like there is like an ending of an old cycle, an old chapter, maybe even the old pattern or situation. Could be between you two for a lot of you Pisces, you and this person, but it could also be like separate from them, or they're going through this separate from you, but it's still affecting you even so, because this change, this ending is bringing a lot of confusion with it. Unless it's happening due to confusion and deceit, mysteries and stuff, and it feels, this ending feels very unfortunate. It's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, so it's like bad luck, things not working out for you, basically. It's a very stressful change or ending and can be very confusing. You could also be dealing with, again, deceit, lies, mystery, games and stuff like that. People going behind your back maybe, or trying to cloud your judgment. Could be the person you're dealing with who's affecting you this way for some of you. And I have the Temperance in reverse along with the Tower for you Pisces. So major ending or a major change that's very transformative. The Tower is Scorpio energy, also ruled by Mars too, pretty intense. And with the Temperance in reverse, it's like a situation, it might happen like out of the blue, it might happen really fast and intensely, but it's also going to like throw off your balance and peace and harmony. It might be pretty like you might feel really uneasy going through this. And the person you're dealing with, it's like yeah. I have you guys are kind of mirroring each other, huh? You have the Queen of Swords and they have the King of Swords, both in reverse. But they also have the Nine of Cups in reverse, so they're pretty codependent emotionally, or just they're pretty dependent, or could have issues, control issues. They could be verbally abusive, emotionally manipulative, codependent, clingy. They could have addiction issues of, you know, who knows what sort. It could be different for different people. So, but with the King of Swords in reverse, this person can get very like cold and bitchy and like, you know it all and critical and very manipulative, gaslighting and stuff. For some of you, you're dealing with a situation, a person like that, sadly. For others of you where that's not the case, then this person is also losing clarity. They're not clear-minded and they're confused. And this is, I think, bringing out some like emotional insecurities out of them, and codependencies, and maybe even, again, substance abuse problems or addictions and stuff. It's bringing out insecurities and problems. All of this conflict and lack of clarity or deceit and stuff. Or the change between you two. And finally, I have the King of Pentacles in reverse between you two. So I think there is like lack of stability between you two. Lack of trust, could be money issues again. Trust, yeah. Lack of equal responsibility here. Or commitment. Could be money issues for some of you, definitely. Or problems with the home. But, yeah, it's going to all change. Oh, look. Glad I pulled that card. Ace of Wands. It's going to change. So after the Tower moment, this intense transformative change and ending that can be pretty like uncomfortable and stressful is going to lead to a new start that's going to offer a lot of potential for you. So great. New passion, could be new love, some sort of a new endeavor that you're going to start on and move forward, Pisces. And it's something that you're going to fight for, like, with a lot of courage and strength. Whatever this is that you will begin after this change and ending is going to be very good for you. It's going to give you courage. It's going to give you self-confidence and conviction. And power and you know, in passion and energy and stuff. So that's great. It'll be, there's light at the end of the tunnel, basically. Great light as well. I can't speak, sorry guys. But yeah, that was Pisces for the next 10 days. Now moving on to Aries. All right, hi Aries. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Again, I am sorry, I've also been pretty late on some Aries readings. I owe you guys bonuses as well. Thank you for being patient. I've been pretty sick, so I've been kind of taking some time off. But yeah, here I am. Let's see what you've been dealing with and what energies will be influencing you for the next 10 days with your love life and love connections. And again, it's a general love reading, so please take it as it resonates. Leave the rest. Leave what does not. And the energies I read for you and the person you're dealing with can apply to your situation in reverse. So again, take it as it resonates. And let's begin. Aries. Oh my goodness. Keep bending cards, very annoying. Oh well. Aries. So you're suffering from a lack of teamwork, huh? For a lot of you. Lack of collaboration. Not everybody's on the same page. Not everybody has the same passion and commitment and conviction and motivation and energy and drive. Like, there is just... But you're fine. Aries, you're pretty strong. I envy you when it comes to that. But, I have the moon in reverse that will be influencing you and possibly the person you're dealing with moving forward. So I think like you were going through or dealing with a person or connection that was either pretty confusing, foggy. There could have been like secrets, mysteries, or things being done in the dark without you being aware. That wasn't really supposed to take place or happen. But I think it's coming out to the open. The fog is clearing, and you're seeing right through to the reality of a situation or the person. And I think you're realizing that either there is a third person involved in the mix here that you're dealing with. Could be on your part, could be on your person's part. Could be romantic, doesn't have to be. Could just be like a third party influence. But that's for some of you. For others of you, it's just that where there is no third party situation, then you're just dealing with a person where you cannot get teamwork and collaboration unless you're the one who's refusing to do this. Because there is like no commitment or no passion. I have the Hermit in reverse along with the Magician for you. Magician, I think, is an Aries card. I don't know, I remember it that way. And the Hermit, Virgo energy. But you're going to be feeling pretty much in your element if you're not already Aries. However, you need to watch out for isolating yourself. You could be isolating yourself or wanting to be alone. Difficult time, really listening to your inner guide and wisdom. And in order to... It's like you want to manifest something. You want to bring something into fruition. You want to make something happen. Aries, shocker. But like you're needing to kind of like isolate yourself. What's the word? Like maybe become like sort of an introvert for a little while, you know, kind of. So some of you might be feeling both, where you want to do things, but at the same time you feel like keeping to yourself and being alone and stuff. Maybe you're choosing to work alone. Maybe you're choosing to go at it alone because you feel like, it's better than to deal with all this confusion and lack of commitment or lack of effort and no teamwork or all those issues you were dealing with this person possibly. Whatever the case, I think a lot of you are thinking it's better if you go at it alone. You're definitely keeping to yourself. And the person you're dealing with, I have the Hangman and the Hangman in reverse and the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords usually is about completions and endings. And then the Hangman in reverse here is the person kind of clinging. Like they could be clinging on to this partnership or situation and being stubborn, refusing to let go, or maybe being a little controlling, or just being very narrow-minded, like refusing to see things with different perspectives, with your perspective, Aries. And they're like mentally stuck on like their point of view, and like they've just become like just overwhelmed with stress and anxiety and possibly felt trapped in this situation or connection, and it's just the situation came to an end. It's a lot of swords on their side, so there could be an air sign, somebody with very strong air aspect or placement in their chart. But it's like they're very up in their head, we're very brainy, very like stressed, anxious, but also very sharp with words, or like I said, playing mind games, word games with the moon in reverse. Could be deceit and stuff, betrayals and stuff involved. Or they could just get very ugly verbally here, or very strategic and manipulative. For you, I have the King of Cups along with the Four of Swords. So you're going to be healing. Good for you, Aries. You're keeping to yourself. You're keeping control over your emotions. Very healthy. You're not offering it to anybody, but you're aware of them. You're in control of them. And some of you could also be very intuitive right now, or listening to your intuition and healing, letting go mentally, finding some peace. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, going it at it alone is much better for you, for your health, emotionally and mentally. But the person you're dealing with, I have the Seven of Swords along with the Five of Swords in reverse. Could be where there was an argument, a conflict between you two, a verbal exchange, a falling out, where they felt like defeated or attacked. But it's like they're trying to do something as they're exiting the situation or partnership. As they're moving on from this, I think they're holding a grudge mentally, and like they're trying to, for some of you, it could be where they're trying to escape the situation. For others of you, they're trying to do something shady to get back at you as they exit, as they like leave the picture. So be careful that they don't like try to play more games to steal from you, or somehow like get back and like, you know, try to take revenge or try to hurt you or something, or, you know, be shady. Because they have that like win it at all cost attitude, and they could have felt defeated in the past by you, and I think they kind of like resent that. That could like be for some of you. Yeah, there is, between you two finally is a Temperance in reverse, so no balance between you two, no harmony. Also no patient. I think it's like time is up. No happiness between you two. You may not really feel free. Oh, and between you two, I also have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, along with the Ace of Wands in reverse. I'm not sure if I showed you guys these cards, but yeah, that's what I mean. Like lack of teamwork, no passion, no commitment, no energy, no motivation, not wanting to start a new beginning. It's like refusing to do so. For some of you, there could have been a third person involved in the mix again. But regardless, there was no teamwork here. And I think, you know, you're giving up. There's no passion here. You're not giving to it anymore. No point if you're feeling this way anyways. With the Sun in reverse, it's like sadness, misery, depression, low energies, or feeling trapped, not feeling free, you know. So, but you're healing moving forward. But yeah, that is Aries for the next 10 days. A lot of healing. Also accomplishing things by yourself, but in a healthy way, so that's good. But yeah, that was Aries for the next 10 days. Now I am moving on to Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Last but not least, I owe you guys a bonus too. I'll put that out this month. But yeah, let's see what energies will be influencing you for the next 10 days when it comes to your love life, Taurus, and love connections. And again, it's a general reading, so please take it as it resonates, leave what does not. And the energies I read for you and your person can apply to your situation in reverse. So again, take it as it resonates. But yeah, let's get right into this. Alright, Taurus. What is Taurus going through? Taurus. You know, I really, really hope that this summer, these energies of these readings and cards switch to positive, because seriously, the spring was pretty like crappy readings, crappy energies. I think necessary. A lot of change, endings, transformations, new lessons, growth, problems, you know, so it looks like it was necessary, but man, it also looks very painful and tiring and frustrating. So hopefully that changes and I get some new positive, good energies, good vibes this summer in these readings. So Taurus, I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse that's influencing both you and possibly the person you're dealing with moving forward. For you, Taurus, I also have the Four of Wands along with the Tower. Four of Wands in reverse along with the Tower card. Tower brings Scorpio in Mars energy. It's like abrupt ending, change, transformation that is felt very intensely. And with the Four of Wands here, it's usually involving either a home, a partnership, a commitment, a marriage, or so on. Or a very, very close friendship. So yeah, there's a commitment situation that's coming to an end, and I think you feel it's very disappointing, very heartbreaking, very unfortunate. You might feel like you have bad luck. Things are just not working out for you, Taurus, at least not recently or not right now. The person you're dealing with is also feeling this. They feel like they've hit an obstacle they cannot overcome, like they hit a wall, and they feel defeated, they feel tired, they feel like they've hit like some sort of an ending or completion here. I have the Ten of Wands along with the Chariot in reverse. Chariot bringing some Cancer energies here, but in reverse. No bueno. They could also feel very burdened by this situation. Both of you are going through this unfortunate change, ending, and transformation, and it's very heartbreaking, Taurus. Oh my God, I want something positive, man. Because between you two, I have the Three of Swords. Heartbreaking, disappointment, betrayal, sadness, loss. So whatever resonates with you, Taurus, but this is between you and your person. I think both of you are feeling this. And I also have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're not getting something you deserve. Like there is something that's unjust here, whether it's between you and this person you're dealing with, or both of you are going through some situation together that's just unjust. It's not fair. Or you were expecting some help, some money, something tangible that's not coming through. There's like no equal give and take here. It could be between you and your person where there's no equal give and take, no equal responsibility. One person is giving or doing and investing a lot more, and the other is not meeting them, matching them. And that's causing a lot of disappointment and heartbreak and change and ending and transformations. Feels very unlucky energy. But I think you're still handling it, like you're staying strong, Taurus. But the person you're dealing with is not. They're going through it, man. Or they will. But for you, I have the Hangman in reverse along with the High Priestess. So you're definitely going to be very intuitive if you're not already. Your intuition is going to be screaming at you. And you're going to listen to it. And I think the Hangman here is you not giving up on something, and you like, no. The Hangman in reverse is you gaining a new information, new perspective, like you're being illuminated. You see how the guy like is illuminated with all the light around him, like there's a new understanding, new perspective, moment. Oh my God, I didn't see this before or know this before. And it's attached to your intuition. So intuitive knowledge, intuitive understanding, information, clarity maybe. And it's also you like intuitively taking control of the situation. Because you may feel like with the Tower and the Four of Wands in reverse, you may feel like everything's like upside down, everything's becoming chaos, and now you need to like take control, but you need your intuition to guide you here so that you can deal with this effectively in a healthy way. The person you're dealing with, though, I have the Nine of Swords along with the Six of Swords in reverse. They're not happy. they're like stressed, they're anxious, they're worried, they're sleepless. They could have guilt, regrets, depending on your situation. But they're stressed out, and it's like they're almost reaching a tipping point if they haven't already. They're very worried, and they can't move on mentally from you or from whatever situation you guys are dealing with or they're dealing with. They're stuck mentally, and they're like so stuck in their head, overthinking like over and over and worrying themselves, making it worse, unable to move on. They need to like move on mentally, release, but they can't. They're stuck. But I also have the Eight of Wands along with the Page of Pentacles finally moving forward. So there is some news or there is some action being taken here that will promise some money, prosperity, or a commitment, stability maybe. I think you're going to receive some, either you're giving this news to the other person, or like you're receiving the news, or you're finding out about an action being taken that promises some like something material and tangible. It may be very little, it may be very minimal, but it is still something. It's definitely more than before, where you were not getting anything with the Six of Pentacles in reverse here. And moving forward, you will get something, but it may be, you know, pretty minimal, but it may be enough depending on your situation. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, but that was Taurus for the next 10 days. Again, I will put out some bonuses for you as well, Taurus, moving forward. Keep an eye out. Thank you for your patience. And yeah, so that was the readings for all signs. A love reading for the next 10 days. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching. If it did resonate with you in any kind of way, please like the video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you guys soon again. Thank you. I can't speak anymore. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. See you guys next reading.